Hey folks, it's another day, another unboxing, and this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. And so this is a big exciting deal. Please tag along as I unbox this phone. Just wanted a quick note that I also unboxed the media review package, which is really interesting, and also have unboxed the Bullets Wireless 2. So I will link to those videos and please watch them as well. All right, so here we go. We've got the usual OnePlus community. Explore the endless possibilities of tech with a community of enthusiastic, creative, ambitious people from all across the globe. You have this little thing, so I'm just going to remove it. So OnePlus 7 Pro on this side, a red mark here. Go beyond speed, nothing down here. Now there's a whole bunch of IMEIs down here, but you can see this is a Nebula Blue 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gig storage device. So shall we unbox the 7 Pro? Yes, we shall. I know you cannot wait. So here we are. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun. Nothing in here. Now we have a divider here, and that is the phone, of course. So what's in the divider? As usual, yes, I knew it. There's an acrylic case and a welcome message. So let's have a look at these independently. Welcome message, acrylic case, and some documentation. There's the transparent acrylic case, which is kind of nice. It's a flexible case. Their cases are usually pretty nice. And here is a little thing with a SIM removal tool and never settle. And we've got a go beyond thingy. I guess that's the getting started part. So there you go. It's upside down, but you get to see a little bit of this. And there's the pop-up camera. So there's a little diagram basically showing you what is where. And then we have a safety information pamphlet. But let's not forget the welcome here. And inside of this is the same thing every time. You peel this layer here and you get a little note. Let's see what it says. It's from Pete Lau. I will let you slowly pause through all of this because I will not read it. There you go, folks. So that is the extent of the paperwork on this product. Now, let's look at this phone, shall we? Never settle. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. And let's look at the rest of the box before you go and look at the phone. Little divider here. And a massive Warp 30 watt ultra fast charger from OnePlus. Now this is almost the same size as the charger from my MacBook 12-inch. So we're starting to get pretty big on these phone chargers. A little unfortunate because, I mean, that's how warp charging works. It offloads a lot of the electronics onto the brick, making it cooler in the phone for charging, which I think is a good idea, but this is a little big if you ask me. So there you have it. There's one thing. And then we have, of course, some cables here, I presume. Let's see if I can get to these. And this is just your standard OnePlus charging cable. Remember, these cables are USB Type-C, but they're custom cables because you end up with a high current through these chargers. So you have to have USB-C to A, but it won't charge fast if you use another USB Type-C cable. So keep that in mind. All right, there's nothing else in the box that I can see. Obviously, you're supposed to use these with the Bullets Wireless 2, which I also unboxed, so check that out. All right, the phone. Let's get to the phone. Let's look at this. Never settle, in-display fingerprint reader. We've got a bunch of IMEIs and stuff in the back. Triple camera system. Let me remove this from its protective layer. There we are. And we're done. Ta-da, this is the front. Here is the back. Ooh, check out this beautiful color. Let me remove that pesky IMA sticker in the back. Done. Now, look at this. This is a beautiful color. So it's a satin glass finish, right? That kind of goes from a lighter blue to a darker purplish blue. And it feels silky soft like satin. Really beautiful. OnePlus brand, OnePlus logo, flash, and here are the 3 cameras, right? You've got the main camera, 48 megapixel f/1.6. That's the IMX586 Sony sensor. Really, really great sensor. You have a ultra wide angle lens here, 8 megapixel, and a 3 times zoom lens, 8 megapixel. Both the regular and the zoom have optical image stabilization. I'm not sure what the f-stops are on these at the time of unboxing. I will let you know once I find out more. Of course, the flash, and you can see how the light hits the edge here. You've got this really beautiful kind of like shimmery effect. This is a great, beautiful phone. So, and look at the edges. It also goes from like a purple to a lighter blue on the aluminum frame as well. So speaking of, let's have a look at the edges. We've got the right side here with the slider for notifications and silence. We've got a power lock button. And then on the bottom here, you see an antenna band. Over here is the mono speaker, primary microphone, USB Type-C, and the dual SIM tray holders at the bottom. And on the left-hand side, you've got a volume rocker here. And that is it. You get a bit of another antenna band down here. You can actually see there's a couple of antenna bands up here, but they're harder to see. And on top, you have the little cutout for the pop-up selfie camera, and then a secondary microphone, right? No headphone jack once again on this unit. So let's turn on the screen, shall we? Here we go. OnePlus Android. So it's booting, and obviously it's a full screen display. There is no notch, no hole punch, nothing here. This is a full-on 6.7-inch display, and here we are. So you can really see how the screen has very little bezel, including at the bottom, and it's a full screen in your hand, fingerprint reader under here. So this has a Snapdragon 855, 12 gigs of RAM, and 256 gigs of storage on this particular device. There are other versions with 128 gigs and down to 6 gigs of RAM, and I think 8 gigs 256 as well. I'm not quite sure what all the pricings are at the time of doing this unboxing, but I'll let you know. Same for the battery capacity. I do not know exactly what the battery capacity is on this phone, but I will let you know and put it up here in the video when I edit it. So that's the OnePlus 7 Pro, folks. This is a big deal. This is finally OnePlus heading into premium territory with no reservations, no excuses. This is really exciting. And man, this thing feels great in hand. I don't know if you noticed, but the screen has kind of slight rounded edges like a Galaxy would have, right? It just kind of waterfalls a little bit on the edge. This is also a Quad HD display. It's the first OnePlus with a 2K display, 1440 wide instead of 1080p. Big deal for them. 90 Hertz refresh rate as well on this display. Big deal. So, you know, we'll see how it works out. I'm not going to set it up right now. I want to make a special separate video about this phone. So I just wanted to show you the out-of-box experience and this beautiful color, this, you know, camera system, triple camera with OIS and 48 megapixel main sensor, and the beautiful design. And again, pop-up camera, which I can't show you unless I set this up, and I don't really want to do that right now. So there you go, the OnePlus 7 Pro here on my channel. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and remember that a lot of my content lives on the podcast. You should listen to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com. We're on all the platforms, Google, Apple, Pocket Cast, Overcast, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify. So check me out, listen to me there to get my thoughts on these devices that I unbox. And remember to subscribe mobiletechpodcast.com. So I want to thank our sponsor, ProXPN. If you're like me and you travel a lot, you need a VPN because there are these open hotspots sometimes you need to connect to and you need to remain private and secure. ProXPN is a really great VPN and I use them extensively. There is a 50% off deal if you want to have a professional grade VPN and you want to get a discount, 50% off in this description below for ProXPN, the professional grade VPN. So check it out and thanks again and we'll catch you later with more videos. Cheers everybody.